Welcome back everybody to another video. Again, kind of late today. We're late on Sundays and I feel that's going to be our scheduled day for upload going forward. Just expect it sometime before I go to bed on a Sunday. So whatever time that might be, you know, that's when it comes out. So it'll become more like a Monday morning kind of watch for those who want to watch it, not so late at nighttime. You know, but yeah, that's welcome. Hey, how's it going? I'm working again with some white ink wash on black paper by Canson. Canson Graduate Multimedia paper. I think that's one I'll have. Pretty good paper. Very smooth. I would want to have a little bit of texture, but mixed media paper is not bad. Anyway, this piece, it's I called it Creatively Wondering because that's where I've been lately. Wondering in my head in a creative manner that I honestly haven't done in a while, and it feels nice to be able to traverse your mindscape without any sort of baggage, if you will, you know. And I had fun. I first sketched the first version of this when I was sitting down at the dinner table after breakfast or during breakfast. I was just talking to my mom, and while we were talking to my mom, I was drawing the sketch to this piece. And the original one had a character just sitting down in the front, but like with the legs hanging from the edge. And I ended up switching it to this version where she has like the legs kind of bent up. And even before this one, there was one that was just like a full body standing up, and I didn't like the scale. Like the scale of the character with the background, the character just overpowered the mountain. And I was like, you know what, no. I need this to be more like, oh, we're looking into the far distance. And that's why I made these little mountains in the background. But yeah, so it's about the idea of wandering in your head and allowing the image just to be born from curiosity of what an idea may take you. So instead of judging your idea and being like, oh no, this is not gonna work, just entertain that little whimsy, you know, like what if this world had this arrow in the top left corner that I don't know where it is, but we can see a planet, you know, like what all these what if random questions that I encountered while I was drawing. I just allowed them to generate the image that they wanted to become, you know. That's when, like I've said before, if you've been on my stream, that sometimes like your work decides what it wants to become, you know, on its own. Like you have an intention, but your work can always take its own form as you develop it further, you know. And that's what's fun about drawing, you know, creating art in general, in my opinion, at least for me. It's seeing where an idea will take you when you're trying something out. You know, there might be people that you probably have that ability that you can plan out exactly where you're going to draw, and it becomes a one-to-one recreation of your sketch, and that's dope. I think I've done that before too. I think, maybe not. I don't know. Point is that it's dope, but I like not limiting the work to becoming another version of my sketch. And I don't mean that in any way. I'm saying that's what I like to do. I just like to have the work evolve if it needs to. Again, like this one, I didn't know that the character was going to be a cyborg, but it just felt right, you know, when I was drawing it. First, I wanted to be like more like a mage. And it had a notebook or a spell book in one hand, and a staff with a symbol that I created for Cloud9. And I'll tell Cloud9 stories at some point in the future. But yeah, I had like this thing that I created with my friends and my brother, and it's called Cloud9, and it has like a little symbol. So that symbol was going to be the scepter of this magic character that was here before, this cyborg character now. And it just, I was like, fuck it, why not, you know. Again, just following the whimsies, following the idea of like, oh, what if it was this? So like, why not that? So instead of being like, but wait, why would it be, and start being judgmental about the idea. That's sometimes what I do with my own ideas. I like start judging the ideas before I even implement them, or like iterate on it enough to see how it would look. So this time I was like, you know, in the spirit of being creative and like fostering like a mental relationship with like creating art and having fun following a random thought, you know, instead of being too critical about, oh no, but I want this to be this way, and if it's not that way, I'm gonna like stress over until it becomes what I wanted it to be. And this one, instead of doing that, I just made sure that what was appearing in the paper looked good as I could make it, you know. So yeah, the overall composition was made on Sketch beforehand on the iPad, and I'll probably put it up here somewhere. But that didn't mean that I was married or that every decision in that sketch was final and it had to be that way, you know. So I still allowed myself a little wiggle room, which I did have, again, a number of versions of her before I ended up with this cyborg lady. And yeah, man, so that's fun. I didn't know how this was going to turn out. This was going to definitely a fuck it moment piece, because I know I wanted to make another video, right? But I don't have exactly a topic. As you can see, I'm rambling. So if you haven't made it this far, thanks so much for watching, because I know I've been rambling for a bit. But I didn't know what I wanted to make the video on, because I was very, very much enthralled and like engaged in finishing the necromancer character that I drew when my brother told me to draw something with the word skull, and it came out as a dope fucking necromancer character from some sort of like cyberpunk world, right? But so he's like undead, not because he's like dead, but he has changed his so much of his own body that he's no longer human now. So in that sense, he's undead because he's not made of living flesh more so anymore. He's more now a complete cyborg, magic wielding necromancer. And his name is what was it? Murgul? I think it was Murgul. I'll read it, and I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing outside of this video. So I didn't know what to draw for today, or where the topic was going to be today, because I was too worried not too worried, but I was having fun finishing the necromancer, and I didn't want to stop. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna figure it out when I'm done with this. And here we are. So I figured it out, and I'm super proud of what I managed to draw. And it reinforced my idea, at least to myself, that, you know, it's just following your imagination. It's fun, and it can lead to some dope images. And yeah, but that will be all for today. I don't want to ramble anymore. I thank you for being here. Sorry, or well, not sorry, but at least now we know that the schedule is definitely going to be for sometime before I go to bed on a Sunday night. And I thank you for being here. So I hope you enjoy the drawing. I enjoyed making it. I love this one. So again, this is creatively wondering. So hopefully you can see what you come up with if you let yourself wonder and follow your whimsies without judgment, you know. And then post a link on the comments, or come to my stream on Monday or Friday on Twitch and be like, yo, hey, I drew something wondering. And I was like, what? Oh shit, you drew something wondering, and I'll know what to say. So yeah, come by, or I don't know, message me on Instagram or wherever. I would love to see if you drew something by letting your mind wander around and just making it look as cool as you can, you know. Alright, so take care. Remember to be kind to yourself and to one another. And I'll see you next Sunday night, Monday morning. Yeah. Deuces. Peace.